G'day guys. So today's video, we are going to be trying a bit of 3D printing. So I was watching some videos on RC drifting on YouTube, as I usually do. I'm usually watching something RC related. And one particular video a fellow was testing rear diffusers and the effects they have, and I thought to myself, yeah, that's pretty cool. And it got me wondering, how hard it could be to just 3D print my own rear diffuser. So what we're going to do first is we'll go over to the workbench and we'll have a little look at my car and what I aim to do. Alright, so here is my drift car. Now, I have done some videos of this in the past, and I will be doing some more videos later on, testing things out. I'm sorry about the mess of my workbench. I've been doing some things lately. But anyway, I have magnetic mounts on this now, which is pretty good. So, if you haven't seen it before, this is a Yokomo RD 2.0 or Rookie Drift. And like I said, I was watching some videos and I thought to myself, how hard could it be to 3D print my own rear diffuser? So that's what I aim to do. Now, I'm not going to do a step-by-step sort of thing with this, just to be clear, but I will be making attempt to 3D print a rear diffuser, because like I said, I was watching videos and I saw it and I thought, how hard could it be? Because you can buy ready-made diffusers and so forth, but I thought to myself, how hard could it be to make my own? Now, when it comes to 3D printing, I use a program called Tinkercad. It's a pretty straightforward program. You can make up your own account, and you just go ahead and start creating. It's pretty basic. It's pretty simple, but I'm going to have a go at making my own rear diffuser. So what is going to be involved? Well, first of all, I'm going to have to, because we have the lip here, and you can see it's got the holes already for a diffuser to be mounted. So I will need to measure the thickness of the chassis here, the holes and so forth, and the width. And we're going to get along and do a bit of creating. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I am going to do this off camera and show you what I've come up with, and we'll continue on with the 3D printing process. Okay guys, so this is what I have come up with. It is very basic, partly because, one, I'm not a CAD designer. This is purely just for fun. And Tinkercad, while it is a very, very good program, it is limited to what can be done. But as you can see, it's a fairly simple design just to begin with. I'll just zoom in a little bit. But yeah, simple design. What I will do is I will 3D print it out of PLA, and if it works pretty good, I might try a carbon filament of some kind. So it's a basic design. It probably took me about an hour to come up with, but honestly guys, it should work but you know, we'll see how it goes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause, get it ready for printing, and we'll continue on from there. Alright guys, so went through the slicing program, got it ready, and we are about to start printing. Come on. So I've got the system set, so we're about to start. And according to, I used what is it, Cura Ultimaker I think it is, as the slicing program. Claims it's going to be about 4 hours to print this out, so it's not too bad. But we're just going to get ready. It's just going to do a quick run to clean the nozzle. So for the record, I am printing this out on clear PLA, but like I said, if this works out well, I might print it out as something else later on, but it's just started, so I guess I will see y'all in 4 hours. So guys, this is what I have come up with. Look, I'll be perfectly honest with you guys, it isn't perfect. You know, it's not some highly detailed diffuser, but this is a first attempt. It looks a little bit rough at the back with the printing, because it's curved. There has to be a form of support underneath, so as the extruder's printing, it needs some support to print on top of, so as not to collapse. But it's a little bit rough. I might paint it, I might not, might leave it as it is for the moment. As you can see, there are no holes. I will drill them, but as you can see, it will go on the back like so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause here and get it mounted, and we'll have a quick gander at it. Alright, so here it is mounted and worked pretty well, I have to admit. I mean, obviously, it's meant to be clear PLA, but it's basically white once it's being printed. But yeah, mounted pretty well, sits pretty well on the plate here. So we tip it on its side here, you can see sits pretty well. And when I fit the shell, it just pokes out a pinch. I know some diffusers on cars, on race cars and so forth, are a bit like that. They stick out a bit. I may revise the design a little bit, but as you can see, looks pretty cool. So what we will do now, I've seen videos where diffusers and things like that were tested in a wind tunnel. I saw it on a video on YouTube. So I'm not sure if it will make a world of difference with me, but what we will do is we will head out and have a bit of fun. We'll do one run without the diffuser, and then we'll do another run with the diffuser. And if it doesn't make any difference, well, who cares? We've 3D printed a custom part. So we'll head out now and give it a test. Alright guys, being a little bit creative in between clips. So this is the first diffuser that I printed and you saw. However, got a bit inspired and
tweaked it a little bit, so as you can see there are some differences. Same width, however I've lengthened it, and I guess you call them the canards on the side, longer and sloped down, as opposed to just stopping like that. So what we're going to do first is we're going to give it a run without the diffusers, then with this one, and with the orange one last.
Well guys, there you have it. So honestly, with the test, I really couldn't tell any difference in performance. I didn't change any settings on the speed controller. I didn't change my driving style. I just had the one battery pack. Like I said, I really couldn't tell any difference without or with either of the diffusers. That's just my personal take on it. it honestly it didn't feel any different to me. If I was on a different surface where I could go faster, there might be a difference. I don't know. However, like as I have said before in other of my drift videos, I am limited to where I can run. And yeah, the hot mix surface that I was on, it was fairly clean. There had been a bit of rain overnight, so any of the dust would have washed away. But yeah, I honestly couldn't tell any difference in handling. But in saying that though, if you want to make some bling parts and things like that, and you have a 3D printer, you can create your own designs. I mean, the only thing that's limiting you is your imagination. So like you saw, I have came up with this one in between printing and the other clip and that. So yeah, I couldn't see any difference. But in saying that though, I'm not a professional RC drift racer driver. I honestly just do this for pure fun and just share what I do with you guys. So if you have any questions, guys, don't hesitate to drop a comment. This is the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. And until then, guys, till the next video, enjoy your hobby and cheers.